let's see if we can keep this short. Hello everyone and welcome to session 98. I am Brianna and I am the dyer designer and human behind The Little Wolf Knits and this YouTube channel, and I am so excited to be coming to you after a nice long break since our last session. And I am in sunny, beautiful Carlsbad, California, staying with our friend Juliana. I'm using her mug. And you might be able to hear them. They're right outside. They can definitely hear me. But so much has happened in the last week that I said I need to do some recording because I've done so much knitting. I'm about to do some unknitting. But you'll hear all about it if you stick around. But I'm on a bit of a time crunch because we're sharing an office space here. So let's just get right into it and get started with not what I'm wearing. I'm not wearing anything knitted. I am wearing my Girls Just Want to Have Fundamental Human Rights shirt. But since there is nothing knitted, let's get started with our admin. Two important updates for this week. The first is that our Hot Stitch Summer Mal is officially over. Another year in the books. So fun. Make sure to tag us if you haven't finished your projects and you're still working on them. You can still tag me. I'm still going to celebrate prizes. Weekly prizes are done, but we love summer makes year round. So definitely keep joining in on the fun and stay tuned for what might come next year. I'm assuming this is just going to be a regular thing. The other thing is that we have had a pattern release since we last spoke. I don't have it with me here, so I guess I'll just put in a picture. The 7th Ave Split Hem Tank is officially live. You can get it now on my website and on Ravelry. It's so good. Chef's kiss. Perfect for this time of year to be finishing up at the end of summer, heading into fall. So many of my testers did some really fun things with how they styled the tank in their photos. A lot of them layered it and did some, super awesome things so they could wear it year round. So very, very excited for that. In case you missed it, go check it out. But that is all that's been happening as far as like admin, housekeeping. So let's jump into what I've finished. Yeah, you heard me right. I said finished. I didn't think I was going to have a finished object to show you. I thought maybe I would have a half object, a hoe to show you, but I have a finished object and it is a pair of socks for Michael. Perfect timing because now I can bring them to him. I'll probably give them to him before I block them just to show him. It smells like good soap in Hawaii. And then I'll get home and block them. These were with Nomadic yarns and her Mountain Sound colorway on her trusty sock base, which was a 75-25. And I made them pretty long. He likes a mix. You know, he likes some shorter legs. He likes some longer legs. The last few I did were on the shorter end. So I made them a good amount. And I still have a bit of yarn left over. I don't have a scale with me, so I cannot measure for sure. But I have at least 1, 2, 3, 4... 7, 8, 9, like 10 repeats. Is it enough to make myself a pair of shorties? I think so, but I'm going to wait to see. A piece of popcorn just came out of my bag. I'm going to wait to see until I get home because if I look, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means the foot. But this foot is a lot longer than my foot, and it's also more stitches than what my foot would be. So I do think I would be able to squeak it out. I might have to do a contrasting heel. So I'm going to wait till I get home so I can weigh my yarn and see when I get through the gusset if I have enough to do them. And then we'll have a matching pair of socks, which would be so fun. But for now, one finished object in the books. Yeah, that felt really good to finish, although I did not need to finish it. I think I finished it like early in the past week, like maybe by Monday or Tuesday, I had finished it. So that was kind of cool. And that is the only thing that I finished. I did a lot of other projects working on things. So let's chat about those. Okay, I have been working on 2 other projects since I'm here in Hawaii. I did bring a third one, but I haven't touched it yet. But the one that I've been working on the most is something you've seen before. It's in my Songbird handmade bag. And I am using, this is my last skein of River Run on Sunfish. This is from my Wolfpack collection. And I'm using it to make a G Street garter sweater light. And I have made some good progress on it. Last time you saw it, I think I had just joined in the round and I'm already sort of sneaking. But I finished the body, did the ribbing, finished the neckband, and I worked a lot on this sleeve. Now, I have some sad news. It's too big. You can tell it's too big. It's supposed to have positive ease, but it has too much. Too much positive ease. Like way too much. So, I am going to frog back literally to here and do some shaping, some decreasing. Yeah, and I thought maybe I would be finishing this sleeve today, but I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm not. I will not be finishing the sleeve. However, it will go much faster because I'll have less stitches. But that's okay. This, I worked on the sleeve cap over like 3 days throughout the wedding. And then yesterday on the plane from Honolulu to San Diego, I did this entire thing. So this is like 5 hours of knitting. Although it was 5 solid hours of knitting. So hopefully I'll catch up soon enough. Otherwise, it's fitting great. I love the color. I love the way it worked up. I love the ribbing. I'm so excited for this one. And I cannot wait to finish it. Because I want to wear it. I know it's too warm to wear, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for that. To get moving. But I am on my last skein. So I left the third skein at home because I figured I did not need to finish both sleeves while I was here. And bringing a third skein was a lot of yarn. Now, in hindsight, I probably would have been better off bringing that third skein instead of the extra project I brought that I didn't even touch, but it's okay. Here we are. I thought there was a world where I might run out of yarn on this and then need that project, so it's fine. We learn. Now we know. We don't do as much knitting on vacation as we think we're going to do sometimes, and that is okay. So this will be getting unworked and then reworked, and hopefully look quite different by the next time you see it. I also have been doing a bit of spinning since I've been here. Not too much. So the last time we talked spinning, I ended up sliding my cop off of my drop spindle because I was trying to put it onto a straw and the straw was too thick. It was actually larger than the shaft of my drop spindle. And it didn't work, so here we are. And you know what? It's fine. I think it'll be fine. I have now spun all of this. I'm still working with my shaniko wool tweed in seashell. And I actually basically finished the second braid of the second half, right? I broke this 2 ounces of fiber, the second half of this, into 3 braids. And I finished the first one that was this size, and then I worked the second one that was actually like 1.5 of these. So I am well more than halfway done. I'm probably more than a third. I am more than a third done. Nope, I am more than 2/3 done. So my plan is to join this and maybe finish this in the next week. Wouldn't that be crazy? That's a lot more spinning than what I've been doing, but I feel like when you get to the end of a project, you get really motivated about it, right? So that's all that I've been working on. Kind of short and sweet. So yeah, let's just talk about what's in the shop. as far as what's in the shop, not that much has actually changed since the last time we spoke, but it is now officially August, so all the things that I said were coming soon are here. So our series of Unfortunate Yarn Club has officially switched over. I'm going to be dyeing July's club maybe this week when I get home, but we are now moving into the Hostile Hospital. I'll throw it right here. It's so good. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. I think we have one more extra from our Island Girl 2 countdown boxes, and those single skeins are gone. They're done. If you missed it, I'm so sorry. I've been saying last call for a while, so sorry. But this is your official last call. This is the last time I'm going to mention it for our October inspired countdowns. They're Beetlejuice. We have our 15-day option, our 30-day option, or our fiber 15 or 30-day in either fingering weight or DK weight yarn or mixed fiber. That's a better way of saying that. So those are available, and I'm dyeing them next week. So like official last call, if you don't order by Sunday, they're going to come down. The single skein will stay open through the end of the month, maybe the middle of September, but we will see. And I think last time I said Ghost with the Most was going to be available, but I didn't have a photo of it to create the listing. So it will be coming soon. And we have our December Schitt's Creek inspired countdowns, our super shitty December boxes, which work the same way as our October boxes. So feel free to grab those if you would like. And then in the next week, not this week, next week, you will see our Wicked mini collection back in the shop, which is super, super exciting. Our Italia collection is not going anywhere. It's still available and you can grab it. But our Wicked collection, those 4 colorways, will be back in the shop so you can grab them before the second movie launches. And I already mentioned Italia, so I think that's everything. Short and sweet. Am I forgetting so much? Probably, but that's okay. So, with all that being said, let's just chat about life. I'm not going to share all the details from our trip because that would take so long. We've been traveling for a while, but I'll just give you the highlights of what we've been doing since we chatted last. I know lots of people were asking what our plans were for Hawaii, so I will share. When we spoke last, we were staying with my cousin in Dana Point, California. From there, we flew to Honolulu because we had a wedding. I think I shared that. My sister was a maid of honor in a wedding on the island of Oahu. We only did Oahu. We didn't do any island hopping. There was like too much going on and too much that we wanted to do. So we're just going to have to go back. So we got in. Friday night, we did the Cirque du Soleil. Oh goodness, what was the name of the show? They have a new show in Honolulu, actually in Waikiki, and it was so good. We loved it. We were exhausted because it was a very long travel day. We did an 8 o'clock showing. We went to Duke's for dinner and then did the show, and it was awesome. Saturday, we didn't have a car, and we were staying in Waikiki. We walked to KCC Farmers Market, and we had a reservation to do Diamond Head in the afternoon. But if anyone knows, KCC and Diamond Head are close to each other, so we said, let's just go see if we could do Diamond Head a little earlier. So we weren't as prepared as we could have been. We were in clothes that were fine for hiking. We had on sneakers, but like I hadn't eaten anything. We didn't have water bottles. So we ended up hiking Diamond Head, which was awesome. And then we did KCC, which was great. And then we took the bus home because I was exhausted. I was like, no, I cannot walk. Cannot do it. Took the bus home, ended up going to the beach, which was like a block from our building, which was so nice and amazing. So that was really cool. And then what did we do Saturday night? Sophia and I I think went to this place called Lulu's that was like on the beach and had lots of gluten-free options. So that was really cool. Sunday, we ended up going snorkeling in Turtle Canyon. like right in a boat off Waikiki. It was super fun. So it was Sophia's first time snorkeling, which was really cool. We saw lots of turtles, lots of fish. They got super close to us, which is always fun to see. So that was really cool. And then we hung out, maybe did the beach again. And that night we went to a luau. And it was really cool. The food was amazing, but we like learned a lot about all of the Polynesian cultures, and they showed us their dances and their traditions. And I don't know, it was like definitely very touristy, but it was also really educational and cool to learn about. So loved it. Monday, we ended up renting a car and we drove. We had a pretty busy day. We did Manoa Falls early in the morning, and then we did like Kiki Falls. We got lost in the woods. It was a whole thing. And then we continued into town and went to the Lanikai Beach and just like hung out, and it was so peaceful. Literally after snorkeling the day before, we got to the beach. We were so hot. We jumped right into the water. Sophia jumped in before me and she goes, "Oh my gosh, there's a turtle," a giant sea turtle like popped up right next to her. It was beautiful. It was so cool. So that was Monday. Did we do something Monday night? Probably. Do I remember? No. Oh, maybe we went to eat with Soph's friends for dinner, I think. Tuesday, we did Pearl Harbor Museum. So we did the USS Arizona. We did the Submarine Museum and the Bowfin. We did the Aviation Museum, and we did the USS Missouri. So it was a full day, like 9-hour tour. It was exhausting. It was really amazing, very intense, really like meaningful. But that was so awesome. And then maybe that's when we got dinner with Sophia's friends. Went to Paia Market one night. Maybe that was Monday, and then her friends Tuesday. I don't know. Wednesday, I had some work to do in the morning, and it was kind of like a rainy day in the morning, but it ended up clearing up. We went to the beach. It was kind of empty, which was really nice. And then we had an afternoon catamaran tour with like everyone from the wedding was pretty much there. So we all did a catamaran boat ride and then hung out. We grabbed drinks and food at Monkey Pod, and then just like hung out and chilled at a bar with all of her friends, the bride and groom's friends, which was really fun. So I got to meet all of them. And then Thursday, we checked out of our Airbnb, went to the northeast part of the island to where the wedding was in Houla. And before, on the way up, we went ziplining, which was really cool. It was Sophia's first time ziplining, which was awesome. We did have a little mishap. She lost her bracelets. She was quite upset about it, understandably. But it was really fun. It was a good time. We got to like hang out at the ranch, and it was beautiful. So it was in Kualoa Ranch, which is where Jurassic Park was filmed, Lost, like all these movies were filmed. So that was really cool. And then we went up to the villa, hung out at the villa, had wedding stuff Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we left on Sunday. And now we're here with our friends, which we're really, really excited and grateful for them letting us crash here. Last night we got in pretty late, did like a late night in and out run, which was beautiful. And we're going to hang out today, and we leave tomorrow morning. So by the time you see this, I'll be back home, getting back into work, getting back into life. But it has been quite an eventful week and a half, 2 weeks since I've chatted with you. So I figured I would share. And hopefully, I'm ready to return home. I'm ready to see Michael. I'm ready to like get back into the routine. And I'm ready to get some of this knitting done. So hopefully the next time you see me, there will be lots done. Until then, take care of each other. Bye.